Two guys, one review, one review.
Episode 2, She-Hulk. I guess we're started. We got my dog running around, got Nader petting him, got Tony standing up laughing. We're good.
You already know Kai.
All right, so Nader, you stopped after episode 1. We brought you on the podcast for that specific reason in particular. You're our special guest. Why did you stop watching episode 1?
It did not float my boat at all in terms of what I was expecting for She-Hulk. I mean, what got to me mainly was the little, sexism, I would say, that they included in She-Hulk with, how she's claiming she's already better than the Hulk, and didn't even go with the actual comics of how she became She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So I just felt that already threw me off, and from there I was like, I don't think I'm going to waste my time with this one.
And you're a big fan of Marvel and Disney, you'd
Absolutely.
say. And disappointed you.
Oh, I mean, it's been, the last couple of years, it's kind of just been a little downward spiral, I feel like.
Yeah.
If in the beginning, I was really excited, and I felt like this is going to head towards the right direction. But once you see, all these little tweaks and changes that Disney's doing, I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, I can't really fault you for stopping after the first episode. We're reviewing all of them, so I am obligated to keep watching. But it's definitely like they're trying to make like a political statement with every scene, every episode, and it's like I'm just trying to watch a good show. I don't need to think about all the background things going on in the world and stuff like that. And it's the direction they're going in is just too. I'm not a fan of it either.
Well,
so
think of it this way, right? When you watch a TV show, or when you buy a video game, do you buy that product or watch that product or engage with that product in general just to be put back in the world you live in now? Or do you buy that product to live in an external realm of fantasy where you can be the baddest motherfucker on earth?
Absolutely. You're looking for an escape.
Exactly.
You're looking
an escape.
for something.
Escapism. And that's what the art of filming and I guess directing was back in the day. George Lucas spent endless hours trying to build Star Wars in general. Nowadays, I feel like everybody's mind is so flaccid. It's just gone. It's like a ball of goo, and no one wants to use that power of imagination that they have deep down inside to come up with an original product. Hence why every product that comes out is a remake.
Right.
Got Pocahontas, remake. Got, what was the other one that's coming out right now?
Mulan's
coming out too. Then you got Little Mermaid.
They're just trying to monetize.
Then you got Prey, which is Predator.
Every single original idea.
Exactly.
Like, these are already original.
They're destroying original ideas. People put energy into that. Come up with an original
But here's the thing.
ideas.
So Mandalorian, that was original.
True.
Right? I thought it was good.
Yeah,
right?
really good.
I mean,
So
he's
why can't
basically
they
just
stay on that route?
They made him what Boba Fett was meant to be in his own TV show. Hence why Boba Fett was a babbling buffoon.
Obviously.
Boba Fett had his helmet off the whole time, and when he gets beat up by 3 dudes with a shield, he's crying on the floor. We're talking about Boba Fett. Star Wars fans, comment if you know who Boba Fett is and what he's supposed to be.
Right.
If you've read the comics, you know. If you read the books, you know. And if you played the goddamn games, you know. We're talking about Boba Fett. Okay? We're not talking about Jar Jar Binks. They turned him into Jar Jar Binks.
I was shocked. I was really shocked with how that whole series went.
Bro, I remember one scene. He's sitting on the throne, and someone has to pay him tribute for being the boss. Tony Soprano. He says he's not going to pay him, and he does nothing.
Like, what?
The real Boba Fett would have disintegrated him. Vader literally told him, no disintegrations.
Right.
And that's the direction we're going into now, because, like you said, everything's political. Now going back to Boba Fett, because they kind of all correlate. It's like, Lego blocks.
I feel like right now we're a little too much there versus She-Hulk.
Exactly. But we'll get back to that, because it's the same formula.
Yeah.
The biker gang.
Right.
Are they really broke? Are they really going through poverty?
Right.
No, they got shiny colored bikes.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to She-Hulk. She-Hulk falls into that category because She-Hulk has no urgency and no dangerous tone. Even when she goes to meet Abomination of all people.
Yeah.
Abomination.
Right.
He's a humble monk of a person now.
Right.
Do you remember Hulk 2 when he destroyed a city and he wanted to kill everything in his path?
Right.
And told Hulk he doesn't deserve that
Basically,
power
that's true.
Right.
because Hulk destroyed him twice?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the anger they should have brought in. Let's come up with with an actual origin for a Disney version. They both get into a car accident, okay? That's completely fine.
Yep, okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Let them get in a car accident, but put them both in critical condition where, Bruce Banner's fine, he's in a coma. He has the inhibitor on, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not broken. Has it on, so he's still in human form, he's in a coma. She needs a blood transfusion. Boom, he didn't help her. There you go. The blood transfusion's there, she becomes She-Hulk, and he helps her the right way. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
She's supposed to help people, not run away from being a hero, which I touched upon in episode 1.
I mean, they definitely strayed away from what you said the original storyline in the comic was. And again, it's just to comment further on all the politics that are going on in the world and kind of voice
where's it at
Disney's
now?
opinion on that.
Where's the show at right now? Because
Uh,
I literally haven't
yeah,
seen the
true, you
last.
didn't
Like,
see-
I'm,
You don't
what's
wanna
what's
know.
let update me
This is
If I
second
tell
on
you
what's
where
the.
it's at
This is-
now,
yeah.
you're gonna literally crumble into insanity.
Or we're only 2 episodes.
I mean, I
in,
just heard the
episode
last thing I
2.
heard was about that whole Megan the Stallion.
No, that was.
I think that's that
twerking.
further
I
on.
think that was like episode 4.
That's in the
Right.
show.
I haven't seen it.
I might have to stop at
Okay.
episode 2 then. But we just
So-
saw 2. This is episode 2 review. Got that to look forward
So yeah, I mean, just things are coming up on social media that you can't get away from.
to. Right.
And it's like
yeah.
once you see some things, it's like, what are you guys doing?
And it's like you said earlier, where it's like the whole escapism thing. This is why people go to the movies. This is why people read books and stuff. And
Right.
there's a saying, at least for the novel industry, and why it's so hard to write new books and stuff. Is like you can tell it's bad writing when you know you're reading a book.
Right.
And it's the same thing when I'm watching this.
They're
I know I'm
running
watching something.
away from the overall narrative, okay? There's not a world with superheroes where everything is rainbows and sunshine, unless you live in SpongeBob's world. What was that guy's name? Fucking,
Squidward or something.
no, the two superheroes.
Oh,
Oh,
Mermaid Man and
and
Barnacle Boy.
Barnacle Boy.
Unless you're
yeah,
Mermaid
yeah,
Right.
Man and Barnacle Boy. I don't know even how did I forget their names? I was there for, I think I was one of them for Halloween
yeah.
like
Oh my
4
God,
years ago.
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Today's world, you're going to tell me right now that if there was a superhero, it'd be rainbows and sunshine? No, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Because
about
look at
that
today's
one.
world.
Right.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yeah.
So if we had a superhero nowadays, what would they do? And you can incorporate that.
Mm.
A great example is Invincible. I don't know if any of you watched it, but Invincible's a great show.
Yeah.
Has
I haven't
superheroes
seen
in it.
it.
And they're dark. That's
Was
why
it
The
it's
Boys
like
is
The
so
Boys?
famous now.
Yeah, no, The Boys I think is phenomenal.
Right, because it's
Absolutely
it's just such a different take on a similar subject. You're technically targeting the same audience and stuff, but
Yeah, so, I mean, that's essentially what it is.
all right. Well, She-Hulk episode 2, rating 1 to 5. Devin, thoughts?
Well, I was extremely excited when I watched this episode because I knew it wasn't going to do anything to me. So I got to give it a 1. 1, trying to think of something I could say that's good about it. Can't really think of anything. Really ambitious and excited for episode 3, as you could tell by my level of enthusiasm. Tony,
I'll give it a 1 too. I'm in the same boat on that one. I gave the first episode a 2. Because I thought things could get better, like the raw idea they had. It's like a new idea for Marvel. I'm gonna give this one a 1. Definitely went down with the storyline. I think it was a little boring, hard to get into. So hopefully episode 3 is better.
Nader?
I don't even think I could say 1 because I didn't watch it. Based on episode 1, a 0. And to be honest, I started watching The Boys right when She-Hulk came out. So I mean, come on. If you're gonna pick a show to watch every night, you're gonna pick She-Hulk or The Boys.
How much would somebody have to pay you to watch episode 2 of She-Hulk?
Oh Lord, how much money's in the world?
How much money? A lot.
I might need all of it because
All of it.
my time is pretty valuable, and that show is just waste of time.
He hasn't
I-
watched
I-
episode 2.
I'm actually shocked you guys are doing this podcast on that show, knowing that you guys are such big Marvel heads, and you guys have just been bashing it since I came here.
Marvel heads. I was a Marvel head in what? When was Endgame? 2013? 14?
Overall, you know what I'm saying? I didn't expect you guys to really hate it this much.
Buddy, how can you not hate it? It's like walking into a bee's nest and being happy.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's like getting punched in the face by Mike Tyson almost. Watching it literally depreciated my lifespan, I think. But I want to get you in on episode 3, even though you didn't watch 2, you don't really need to because episode 3 is going to kill you anyways. And then we can get a live reaction, guys. Subscribe, like. Let's see this motherfucker's reaction when he sees this, and I'll film his tears.